So let's move on to another thing, and this is I want to say it's called a by the numbers concept, and this one comes from the actual Bears uh, Twitter page. So if you look here, and this really, I made this point quite a bit during my stream. So if you watched it, you know what I mean. DeAndre Swift is one of two players in the NFL this season to have a game with 100 plus rushing yards and 60 plus receiving yards. And so, yes, that's just my jump off here. But I'm going to tell y'all something. And I said this throughout my stream, and I think this game proved it. DeAndre Swift was not and is not the problem in the run game. He never was the problem. I'm not trying to tell you that DeAndre Swift is Barry Sanders or Walter Payton, Marshall Faulk. No, I'm not trying to tell you that. What I'm trying to tell you is that the run game, to establish the run game, it starts with that offensive line. It starts with them having chemistry, cohesion. They start to gel together, and then you start to notice run game improves, even pass protection improves. Pass protection has been bad pretty much all season for the most part. Max Crosby wreaked havoc, but that was pretty much it, right? So, but the run game picked up massively. And I'm telling you, DeAndre Swift is the same guy, guys. He's the same guy. The run game, and let's think about this. Washington was one of the best teams against the run this year. So all signs pointed to the fact that we weren't going to be able to run the ball. So I'm telling you guys, like, you know, this is, it was never about DeAndre Swift. It was always about that offensive line. And now that the offensive line is seemingly gelling, I think we have an opportunity to see this team go to another level in regards to how well they are able to run the ball. And once that happens, now you'll see an even more complete offense, which is really what we need, right? So, I mean, I think Washington at this point, after our game against them, they now averaged, giving up an average of 121 yards on the ground. But we ran for, what did we run for? As a team, we ran for 145. So we definitely raised their average in terms of what they were allowing on the ground per game. So it's not DeAndre Swift, guys. It's not DeAndre. So I hear all these people telling me, oh, we need to get a running back. We need to trade for a running back. Oh, no, you do not need to give up any assets for a running back. Let this offensive line continue to develop. Get a little bit more out of Kyle Monangai, and we will see what happens. One person told me, oh, man, well, DeAndre Swift is doing this because he had his game because he was splitting carries more evenly. No, he wasn't. This game, he had 14 rushes for 108 yards. Monangai ran the ball 5 times. All right. Against the Raiders, DeAndre Swift ran the ball 14 times. Only got 38 yards. Monangai had 4 carries. Against the Cowboys, DeAndre Swift ran the ball 13 times for 33 yards. Monangai got 6 carries. Okay. Against the Lions, and we got destroyed against the Lions, he had 12 carries for 63 yards. Monangai ran the ball 7 times. In the first game of the season against the Vikings, DeAndre Swift ran the ball 17 times and no rushes from Monangai that game, but he ran the ball for 53 yards. The distribution and his amount of carries that he's been getting has pretty much been the same most of the whole season. Maybe the only outlier here is the Vikings game where he ran the ball 17 times. It's DeAndre Swift was never the problem. It's the offensive line, and as they begin to play better and as there've been substitutions made, now we're seeing them moving to another level. And I'm happy to see it. It's honestly, it's the best news that we could get from an offensive standpoint for the Bears this year is to see the running game get on track. It takes a lot of pressure off Caleb. Like I said, I don't think Caleb had a great game. I don't think he had a great game at all. I thought he was okay.